So do we believe that our first experiences of love are from those in our families and especially our parents? Do we believe that? I think that we do. Whether you're male or female, saved or unsaved, I think that our first experience with love and a loving relationship is our parents. That parents teach us how to love, whether they're good parents. A lot of us experience pretty good parents. They're just trying to figure it out because there's no book on how to be a good parent, but we try our best. But we also experience the opposite of love, or what we grow to be love if we have parents that are not as good or bad or deal with parenting in a negative way. And that can be from any amount of things, being neglectful or abusive or just not around. So I do believe that. What do you believe?
I think definitely we learn how to love from our parents. Consciously or subconsciously, we see how our parents love each other, or the lack of love between our parents and those folks that live in single family houses. We see how they interact and react and love each other, and we either aspire to be like that or we don't want to be like that. And usually the first man a woman falls in love with is his first man a woman falls in love with is her father. And she tends to, if there's a healthy relationship there, she tends to look for men like her father if that relationship was healthy. And quite frankly, sometimes if the relationship is not healthy, women, as far as I understand, tend to look for men that remind them of their fathers, which is why a lot of us end up in difficult relationships, because subconsciously we learned how to love from a person who didn't know how to show love, like you were saying.
Right.
And just like women, men look for a woman like their mom.
Right.
And either subconsciously or hopefully it's subconsciously, because consciously that would be kind of strange. Look for a woman like his mom and wants to love the way that hopefully he saw his father love, but the numbers say that might not happen. So I think that's true too. As a father, it becomes extremely important for me to show my daughter how she should be loved.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't want her toiling in a relationship 10 years from now, maybe 20 years from now. If you ever watch this child, you're not that old yet. 10 or 20 years from now. Because I was a horrible example.
Hopefully 20 years from now.
Hopefully 20, right? So because I was a bad example. But if we know that though, then maybe we can make some changes. If we know that we're picking people because our example was bad, maybe we can make some changes.
And I just think it's really important, especially being a mother of a young man, that we do our best to provide emotional support for our sons, so that they can, so that they know that it's okay to have or to express their emotions in a positive way that doesn't take away from their masculinity or who God has created them to be as young men and soon to be men.
Yeah, I think that's extremely important, and I watch you do that with our son, just kind of making sure that he feels love in a healthy way, and make sure that as a father too, I make sure that I'm being an example of trying to love you the right way, so that our kids can see that, right? So, yeah, good.